Back on this Madden, I'm not at all a great Madden player, but I'm playing it for fun. We got a league game against my boy, and I'm probably gonna lose, y'all. But we're gonna see what's happening. Let's get this thing popping. I do not want to run this defense. I didn't change none of my stuff. Like literally none of it. We gonna run the 4-3 defense, 3-4. Nervous isn't even the word. Son is smacking and it's getting on my nerves. Chew with your mouth closed, please. You loudmouth chewing ass nigga. Good lord. I got a 65 overall against Vaughn. He got Harrison. Oh my god. Shit. Hey,
Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Denver Broncos.
I kicked that ball perfectly.
This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Good one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Finds his rookie first rounder. It's Noah Fant. Touchdown, Chicago. Noah Fant, his 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They scored the most points of anyone.
Oh my god.
Touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents. We've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
If we had $1 for every time we heard a team talk about explosive plays and how valuable they are, we probably wouldn't have to work very much. And we just saw a big one there. And then they tried to go explosive again, going for 2.
Yeah, is that a little too risky, you think? Just kick the extra point?
And you know, I'm all about getting points. And if I feel good about my kicker, I go ahead and do that. But with that ball at the 2-yard line, going for 2, I think it's awfully tempting for teams nowadays.
Throw in the trash. Yeah, I'm so nervous for this.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup.
You ain't going to just hit me with
that.
that.
30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down.
And
this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Oh, you fucking
now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Can
Not
you
good
move,
at all.
please?
Punted just
Stop
24 yards there. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A first down throw coming for Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Throwing on second and long. Dalton. Double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Oh, that hurts.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, if they touch it on
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Wilson.
Oh, my fucking God.
Right. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up first and 10 at the 40. Here's Wilson to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down, it's Hunt, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Now it's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I threw that right in the
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
I didn't even do that.
Once more on second and 10. Wilson. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield. And
he cannot hold up.
The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
I don't really know it. I really, guys. This ain't no game to watch.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. The pass complete, this one to Danny Amendola. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Throwing, Dalton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
52, 93, 44. There you go.
13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Andy Dalton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third down, here's Lindsey. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Andy Dalton going to stay on the field. They're going to try and go for it on fourth down. They'll try to pass on fourth down. Dalton. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Move, nigga.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here.
And got his man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 30 yards there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now Wilson. Bryant has it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. C.J. Uzomah, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken from the 7.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Dalton. This is the tight end fan. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Noah Fant with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Got him in, it's Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. On first down, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. Hooking up here with Trent Taylor. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 22 yards there, a first down.
Watch the screen. Touch 50, touch 50. Got that.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Trent Taylor, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are back within a single score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. So Dalton now.
Give me that.
Coverage, and it's intercepted.
Give me that.
Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10. Wilson now. Going to throw again. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's taken down inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Letting one go deep for the... And Brown's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. They're in the 2nd quarter now in Oakland. It's the Chiefs that have jumped out to the early lead against the Raiders. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's caught here. Amendola. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards.
That wasn't a pick, and
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 17-yard line.
From the 17, Dalton. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This fielded at the 2. Marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. When you see it, you call it.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Wilson throwing again.
Damn, good pick. You would not get off that.
Intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No,
and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Phillip Lindsay. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears have retaken the lead. So now after the touchdown, Dalton will lead him up to go for 2. Dalton here from the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Hold on, please. What?
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Demario Davis there on the stop. From the 44, Wilson, complete to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Now Wilson on first down. It's caught by Bryant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Wilson. This will be caught by Brown. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Maybe I'm here. He's still on me. But he keeps trying to go for 2. No, I'm going to stop doing that. That'd be very
Again, Wilson. Flush to his right. And will be intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. On 3rd down, Lindsey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So they are going for it. Now Dalton.
Let's go.
And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
I do. It was hard, though, bro. It was hard.
Wilson now, really 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
I would get my best catcher, Derek Brandon.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, he picked it?
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equal his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now.
Oh, my
Let's
God.
see if his teammates can pick him up.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 93 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he'll get
Pull
into
him
the
forward.
end zone.
Fucking hate
Touchdown,
that.
Chicago. Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown of the new season as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Here.
This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
You have to wait. Yeah, that was my fault.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are, almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Go ahead, you don't need no damn timeout. I don't know if he's really screaming at me or not. But
off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. It's complete to Chris Conley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. The 1st down throw coming for Dalton. And incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
No.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bears on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. From midfield here, Dalton.
What? And I was trying to.
He's got his tight end fan.
He kept
And this is going to be another
fighting
first
me,
down
trying
as
to
they'll
use
make
it. I
the
knew he was
tackle at the
going there.
Broncos 30. Andy Dalton now just
fighting
7 of
that
15
user.
so far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Let's hold him.
Pretty solid run
Hold
here
on.
1st down. Almost picked up
Stop
another
fucking asking your
first,
mom
but he
too.
appears to
Hold
be a few
on.
inches short. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Another run by Lindsey. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
I told him to leave you alone.
Dalton to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Andy Dalton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Terrence Brooks with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. Now Brown. Oh, he lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. All right, let's see what Dalton can do after the fumble recovery. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in his zone.
You have to think on early downs like that first down there, you can be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Okay.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. An 8-yard touchdown run as the Bears push further out in front. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Come on, man. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing is Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
DJ, can you not hear him?
Mike 56, Mike 56. Silver.
To try again after the sack. Wilson stepping up. He'll try and run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Alert. Hey, easy. Check.
Throwing again. Wilson.
Why is he running the route so slow?
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Akeem Talib. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Oh, passing it. Dalton looking left sideline, incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. But now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Dalton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
I kind of really just forgot about Russell Wilson as far as running. They can actually get up and run.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A sack there by Trent Murphy. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
6-6, bullet high.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Passing, it's Dalton. Looking deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them. And
as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Chicago, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. That'll